Hi everybody, I'm Kimberly Edwards with cookingwithkimberly.com, and this evening I am making a strawberry banana bread. And yes, it's the middle of winter in Canada, but who cares? We have frozen strawberries from our garden in the freezer. Awesome, right? So we stored them in the freezer in a little resealable plastic bag with some sugar on, and that's it, just to coat them, right? I have taken them out. There's about 12 to 14 in here, sliced roughly, and I just have them sitting here. And so, what else? The bananas. Now you can use fresh bananas. You can use fresh strawberries as well, but I don't have fresh strawberries. I have the frozen. So go ahead and use fresh ones if you got them. Slice them up nice. Use fresh bananas if you have them. I like ripe ones so that they're sweeter. I typically like to use the ones that have gone really bad and brown. Like these are almost here. I won't eat these fresh anymore because I like green bananas. No, actually no one in my house will eat these. So I'm going to peel them and then I throw them in a Ziploc bag into the freezer where they get frozen and held, okay? And some people will say go on and freeze them in the skin and it protects them, and it does. But it's a pain in the booty to take this banana frozen with the skin on and have to defrost that sucker and peel it. Not cool, guys, not cool. No one tells you about that, do they? Don't do it, it sucks, don't do it. Take your banana, peel it, throw it in a bag. Way better. Otherwise, you're sitting there with this stupid banana, sitting with this stupid banana under some like warm water, trying to like defrost it, and it's not cool. Please don't do it. Listen to me. Listen to me. All right, so that's what I've done. I'm using my frozen bananas because they've gone too far and I can't keep them anymore. I mean, what do you do with those frozen bananas or those ripe bananas? You throw them out, most likely, right? Or you can feed them to your dogs or whatever, right? Okay. This bread is a quick bread, which means it's going to go very fast. It's more like a batter, not like a dough that you need like a bread, like white bread, okay? This is a quick bread, and it's going to rise in the oven, and it's going to be awesome. So I have the oven already preheated on 350 degrees. I have a convection oven, so I have it on the convection setting. If you don't have convection, big deal, no problem. Don't worry about it. Pretend I never said anything. Don't get your feeling hurt. Get your feelings hurt. So I've got a full loaf pan, and I've just sprayed it with nonstick spray. Even though it's nonstick, I like to still coat it with the nonstick spray, okay? Into my great big dry bowl, I am going to add flour, 2 cups of flour, okay? Now, if you want to sift this, by all means, go ahead and sift it. In fact, I might do that just to be fancy, because I don't often show you this. I'm usually showing you fast ways to do things. So here we go. This is just like a strainer, a colander, like the mesh ones that look like screen. And I'm just putting my ingredients that are like dry ingredients, flour, salt, baking powder, baking soda kind of stuff. And I am putting it through the sifter. And the sifter, what it does is first of all, it makes sure there's no nasty bluffismas in there, like hard rocks or sticks or cornflakes. Who knows what's in there from those factories, right? So it sifts it out, make sure you don't have any big hard balls, and it's all gravy. So now it's all light and fluffy. So not only does it not have stuff in it, but it's also light and fluffy. It's going to make my bread light and fluffy, okay? And I'm pretty much done with that. I don't need to do that with the baking soda or baking powder. However, you can do that because sometimes those do have hard, crunchy balls in there as well, just because of moisture. So also, next, I have some measuring spoons. It's very important to use measuring spoons when you're baking. Okay, I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of baking powder, okay? And it goes 2 nice big teaspoons. Then I'm going to use 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, okay? So you're adding both. Be ready with both, guys. 1, let's say half. Okay. Done, done, done. Wheat germ. I add it just as an extra filler, just for something cool and healthy. I often have wheat germ just for fun. When I store my wheat germ, I've told you guys before, I put it in the freezer as well because this can go rancid. It has oils in it. They can go rancid very fast. Rancid means the oil went bad, and it tastes gross and it's bad for you. In fact, they're carcinogenic when they become rancid. Did you know that? So don't eat rancid stuff. Into here goes 2 tablespoons of wheat germ. Now look at this great big bag of wheat germ you get at the store. Okay, let's use common sense. You're not going to use all this darn wheat germ in one sitting. You're not even probably going to use that in a month or 2 months unless you do a heck of a lot of baking or just really like wheat germ. Okay, so they give you this great big honking bag. It's cheap to buy, right? So they give you a big bag of it. what are you gonna do? It's just gonna go bad. Put it in the freezer, save it, okay? Put it in an airtight, sealable container or Ziploc, or just twisty tie it and throw it in there. It's better than not having it in there at all. So in here is my flour, my wheat germ, my baking soda, my baking powder. Cool? That's pretty much all my dry ingredients. Yes, that's all my dry ingredients. And now I'm gonna set this to the side. I've just stirred it. Everything is evenly distributed, and it's going to sit right here. Over here. This is going to be my wet pile, my wet ingredients, okay? Let me go on and take 2 of my bananas out of here while I'm sitting here, okay? 1, you want 2 large ripe bananas. Cool? Cool. Okay. I'm coming right back. Hold on, sit tight, don't worry. Don't fret. Okay. Also into this bowl, I'm gonna add my sliced strawberries. Okay. My masher's right here. I'm just mashing up my bananas quickly, although because they're frozen, the ice, the water inside of the banana turns to ice, and if you know ice can be like fragmented. It's like sharp and hurts, and you know, you can see frost has different, you know, it's jagged, okay? So that's what kind of happens when you freeze fruits and veggies that have a nice water content in them. It actually breaks the cells open because they're so prickly and pointy and stuff. So it breaks the cells open and it makes them kind of mushy. That's why frozen vegetables are, you know, not as cool as the fresh ones. They're not, you can just tell they're not as ripe. So I've got the banana and the strawberry in here. And let me tell you, it smells awesome. Okay, into here goes 1 tablespoon of honey. A 4 count of honey, that's cool. You can eyeball it. I think it's half a cup of peanut oil. Now you can use canola oil if you want, and you can use peanut oil, you can use sunflower oil, you can use whatever kind of oil you like. Olive oil I don't suggest, just because it kind of has more of a different flavor and it's not what you're looking for. And there goes the oil. Now at this point you can use tea or you can use water. I like to use tea just because it has more flavor than water. Water has no flavor. Also, tea has a nice color to it, and I just like tea. So I'm using tea as my liquid in here instead of just plain water. Now, I mean, you could use milk if you wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Or you could use, I don't know, apple juice or something cool like that. Experiment, whatever. Whatever, it's not gonna ruin your recipe no matter what you use. Okay, this is actually hot. Got me? I usually have lukewarm tea, but I just made a fresh pot. And I want to use it anyway. But I'm about to add eggs, okay? So I don't want to scramble them either. I'm adding this into all of my other ingredients that just went in here that are wet. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Use real vanilla extract, not the fake. The fake kind is a byproduct of making paper, and it's bad for you. Don't buy it. Smells and tastes like vanilla. Looks like vanilla. It's not vanilla at all. Not even close, okay? Buy the real stuff. It's better for you. So yeah, I've added everything in here. This is my wet ingredients. I'm only adding a half a cup of this warmer tea. As you can see, it was steaming. So I'm just stirring it around, and that's going to cool off that hot tea. I mean, it's going to be negligible by the time I add my eggs in, okay? Into a side bowl. And I need a fork. Sit tight, people. Real cooking. Okay. Into a bowl, and the reason I'm doing this on the side, I'm going to crack my eggs, okay? Into this bowl on the side, I'm doing the eggs only because I don't want to make sure that I don't have any eggshells. Now, if I add eggs to this mixture now, and I happen to get an eggshell in there, I'm going to show you what. Are you going to want to fish out a little tiny eggshell out of a great big bowl of stuff like that? No, absolutely not. What a pain in the butt. So go ahead, break it into an extra bowl. Don't stress out, but this can make sure that you don't have those extra shells in. Cool? You can isolate it better. Believe me, how do you know I know this? Because I've done it before, and it sucks. So I'll never do it again. Okay, in goes my eggs. 2 eggs, lightly beaten. I'm stirring it in to my mixture. My oven is preheated, which is awesome. Okay, now at this point, if you want to add some nice seeds or something to this, you can add, like, I don't know, sesame seeds, poppy seeds, chia seeds. You can add hemp seeds. In fact, I do have some hemp seeds. I'm going to add some hemp seeds now. I'm talking about it. See about it. I just found them in my freezer yesterday. So these are hemp seeds. Okay, don't stress out. Relax, everybody. Jeez Louise. Hemp seeds. You can eat them. They don't have bad things in them. Relax, and they're legal. Chill out. Okay? In goes 1 tablespoon of hemp seeds, okay? Hemp seeds actually have more of a distinct flavor than some of the other seeds that we use. So don't add too many because you don't want to overpower what you've got going on. Now these are healthy for you. I'm using them. Why not? Big deal. Now you can add that in your dry ingredients, your wet. It doesn't really matter. Big deal. Okay? These, where are these guys from? These are from Rocky Mountain Grain Products, hemp hearts. Cool. And they're out in Alberta, so I'm repping a Canadian company, Alberta, hemp seeds, Rocky Grain Mountain Products. Check them out. What's their website? I don't see a website, but check them out online. I'm sure you'll find them, guys. Cool? All right. So in that goes hemp seeds. I'm just stirring it up. Okay. So my wet ingredients are going to get poured into my dry ingredients, and I'm just going to mix it up. It's really not rocket science. It's all good. This is going to be awesome. You know what? I always forget to make dessert. Not forget. I just kind of run out of time at night. So tonight I happen to have some time to do this, and I'm throwing it in before my dinner so that I have a little something to snack on later. In goes half of it. Let's put half of it. We'll stir it in. Do it gently so you're not like with a whole big flour puff. You're gonna believe me, I know all these mistakes, guys. Yo, be careful in the kitchen. It's not bad. It's fun in the kitchen. Even if you make mistakes, big deal. You know what? That's what makes life fun. That's what makes your day unique. That's what makes life go round. Remember that time I was in the kitchen and all that went to this flour when it's a story. Got me? Don't stress about stuff like that, guys. Like, to be honest, I used to stress about stuff like that all the time. Trying to make sure everything is right, but I figured it was important for me to show you guys, more important for me to show you guys, real cooking, how it really happens, instead of giving you some pie-in-the-sky, rose-colored glasses ideas on cooking and scaring you and making you feel like you're less important if you don't enjoy gourmet flavors. Big deal. You make what you like. You make what you have. You make what you can afford. Just get in the kitchen and do it. It's simple. Okay. This looks awesome. I must say, it smells so good. Straight business. Check it out. There's my batter. Okay? All right. Remember this guy? Already sprayed him, right? Let me get a scraper. Okay. One of these bad boys, that'll do the trick. Okay? You're going to want to pour everything in here into this nice pan. Okay? And you're going to scrape the sides because you don't want to waste anything. The baking soda and the baking powder have already started to activate. I can see that there's little bubbles. You can almost hear them. And if you bake a lot, cook a lot, you can almost smell baking soda and baking powder reactions, I guess you could say. But I can smell when there's something that's got baking soda or baking powder acting. All right. Scraping the sides of the bowl. These things are awesome. This is an essential tool in your kitchen. Straight talk. All right. In they go. That's it. Get it all, okay? Get it all, get it all, get it all. All right. Now, what am I going to do here? I have an idea. What am I going to do? I've got strawberry, I've got lemon. What else in here? This is vanilla. I got some vanilla sugar, okay? See how I'm just winging it? Big deal, guys. Okay, sugar. If you put some sugar on top of the things that you bake, it will caramelize and make this gorgeous looking, crunchy, brown, sugary top. So that's what I'm going to do. I have some vanilla sugar. Now this just has vanilla extract. Mostly when I make vanilla sugar, I use the vanilla bean, but I didn't have it. Big deal. I had extract that day and that's what I did. So this is just like, I don't know, 3/4 of a cup of sugar with maybe a half a teaspoon of extract. And I'm just going to take some of this and I'm just going to sprinkle it on the top in the hopes that I get, I'm going to use my fingers, in the hopes that I get some beautiful crust, okay? Awesome. So just make it look pretty. You can use plain sugar if you want to. You could even drizzle honey or something like that on top, but I would use sugar just to keep it more dry. Right. And that's it. C'est tout. I am throwing this bad boy in the oven right now. And how long am I putting it in for? I'm putting it in for 40 to 50 minutes. So around 40 minutes, I'm going to look at it. I'm going to use a cake, like a tester, a skewer, or something of that nature. Hold on, tight. Where is it? Hold on. I can't find my normal, but here it is. So it's like a little tester. You just stick it in. It's pointy. You can use a knife. You can use whatever. Stick it in. If it comes out clean, like nothing's stuck to it, gooey all stuff, comes out completely clean, that means your bread is done. Take it out. Let it rest for a couple minutes. Chop the sides like that. Cut the sides to make sure that it releases. About 5-10 minutes on a nice cooling rack, something like this. You can easily turn it out. Put it on here so it can cool. Later on, you're going to slice it when it's cooled down. Okay? And that's it. I guess I'll try and show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven, but I can't guarantee how my evening goes, so that's it for now. In it goes, okay? So yeah, bake it for 40 or 50 minutes and that's it. That's how you bake strawberry banana bread in Kimberly world. Come to my house, we'll have banana bread. Okay, try all kinds of banana bread. Check out my site and do a search for banana bread. You'll see like a million kinds of recipes. We make a lot of banana bread. Apparently we like it, who knew? So that's it, that's all. Check. All right, everybody, so I just took this banana bread out. It took 50 minutes. I checked it on it at 40 minutes. And when I put the tester in, it came out a little bit wet. I put it in for 5 more minutes, checked it again, still a little bit wet, another 5 minutes. Perfect, okay? This has been sitting on my, like, somewhere off the stove that's not hot for about 10 minutes now. And I'm just going to take a knife and I'm going to slide it around the edges between the bread and the pan. And it should release easily because not only is this a non-stick pan, but I also remember I sprayed it with the cooking spray that's non-stick. Okay. So now it's still a little bit warm to touch. If you need to use your oven mitts, please use oven mitts. Don't burn yourself. But you're going to ever so gently, I have a cooling rack here. So gently, you're going to shimmy this out of here, okay? As gently as possible. Try and catch it. If it falls, now I'm just shimmying it out. It should easily fall out just like that. Boom. I'm going to turn it over very, very gently. It's steaming, if you can see it. And I'm going to let this just cool right here on this little rack. You know what? I'm going to grab this other rack. Simply because if I leave it on this rack, they have really wide, I don't know what you call them, prongs, tines, I don't know. And this one's like this. This one here is like a grid shape, and it will hold the bottom of that bread with better integrity than the other one. So there, that's your banana bread. The top looks beautiful. Maybe I can bring you guys over here. See? The top, if you can see that little crunchy, crusty, white sugary stuff, that's that vanilla sugar that I put on there. It worked out lovely. I knew it would. All right, so hopefully I'm in the scene. Yes. All right, so this is cookingwithkimberly.com, and make sure you check me out on Twitter at cookingwithkim, E with a capital E. Check me out on Facebook. It's facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly, and my shows are on YouTube, youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly. The website is cookingwithkimberly.com. This is strawberry banana bread. How to bake strawberry banana bread, quick bread. All right, that's it. It's as easy as that. Now you can still experiment with all that and have a good time with different ingredients and just, you know, use the same proportions of stuff. So yeah, one more thing. You're going to wait just a little while until this is cool. You can still wait till it's a little bit warm, but wait till it's cool. And then you're going to use a serrated knife. And serrated knives look like this. This is what a serrated knife looks like. See those tines on the bottom? Those little, I don't know, I guess that's what you call them. Is that what you call them, Mommy?
What?
Tines? The things on the knife? Teeth. They'd be teeth.
Yeah.
Knife teeth. Okay, so then you're going to use a serrated knife because it's going to be able to shimmy through that bread much easier than just a flat, sharp knife. Sit tight, hold on 1 second. Thank you. And then you're gonna eat it. Put butter on it. You can eat it warm or hot or toast it or do something fun with it. You can make French toast with it. You know what I'm saying? Toast it first and then soak it in the egg and then French toast it. That's gonna be the bomb. All right, everybody. That's it. How to bake strawberry banana bread. Check me out, Cooking with Kim, on Twitter at Cooking with Kim E with a capital E. Go to Facebook and like the fan pages, facebook.com/Cooking with Kimberly. And my shows are on YouTube, youtube.com/Cooking with Kimberly. Subscribe to the channel and go to my site. Go to cookingwithkimberly.com for all of your recipe needs. Awesome. So be a champion in your kitchen. Eat deliciously. Bye, everybody.